Hi, I'm Dr. Jim Fox.
And I'm Dr. Janine Fox.
And we're here to tell you about Doctor's Nutrition supplements. I guess you know that all supplements aren't created equally.
Not even close.
Not even close. That's right.
Over the years, there's been many times where people have come in and have already taken the product that we're talking to them about. And they said, well, that didn't work. I'm like, well, where did you buy it? And when they tell me where they bought it, I said, well, maybe you should try one that is more pharmaceutical grade. And they do, and they can't believe the difference on how it works. Thing is, with supplements, and I'm sure y'all have seen over the years, there's been studies where they've went in and tested things in some of the big box stores. And in one study, they took 24 products. And out of 24 products, 20 did not have in it what it said on the label. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yes. So sometimes you think you're getting something and you're actually not. So our products are all third-party tested.
Right. That's what makes them pharmaceutical grade.
Exactly.
We put it together. We test the ingredients before they're put together, blended together. We finish the product. Then we send it out to a third-party lab and say, okay, make sure or tell us exactly what's in this particular compound. And if they come back with a list of what they find in it. That way we know we're verifying that what we say on that label is in that pill.
And even on the probiotics, probiotics are one of those types of supplements that are very volatile because over time they're alive, so they die a little bit. All of the probiotics that we carry from multiple companies, not just ours, they're actually told what the amount is going to be at the time of expiration, not at the time of manufacture.
Right.
Because over time, they're going to degrade a little bit because they're alive. So every product is a little bit different anyway, and the way you process things are different. And I always tell people, if you look at it in any product and it has dyes and chemicals that you don't know what it is, you probably shouldn't take it.
We get a lot of comments about people will buy a product of ours, say a multivitamin, and they've been taking it for several months. And all of a sudden I get a call from one of them and they say, well, this stuff's a different color. Yeah, that's got to be something's wrong. No, that's just the color of the ingredient. Because see, we don't use dyes and chemicals in there to make them all green or red or whatever. It's whatever that natural compound is. So whatever God made it, that's what color it is.
And it changes. Depends on when it's harvested. It depends on what time of the day. There's a lot of things that change the variation of color of a natural ingredient.
Very true.
So that is one thing. So when you have something that's always dyed one color, that is a red flag right there. I always say when they put a product together and dye it, it's because it ain't really about health. It's about selling something.
And we're more about health. Our whole goal when we started 28 years ago was to help people get healthy and stay healthy.
Yes.
And the only way you could do that is to have good quality supplements.
Yeah, because our food supply, unfortunately, nowadays is a little bit not perfect. Probably a lot less than perfect.
I was going to say a lot less than perfect, but we'll go with that.
Because of that, a lot of times you do have to supplement. And because people don't have a great diet today, and they don't, majority of the people don't have a great diet because we do lots of lab work and we see a lot of nutritional deficiencies. And one thing that we've done with our products for years is we do lab work. We put people on a product. We recheck it. If it's not coming up normal, there's something wrong. So over the years, even when we've used different brand products, they might say it does something, but if we can't change lab work with it, we don't carry it anymore. So we do look at things that you can actually make changes on the lab work. And that's kind of what we've done for years, which I guess is called evidence-based nutrition because you can look at the evidence and tell, are you absorbing it? Is it working like it should? Is it elevating the levels like it should? Is it helping the kidney? Is it helping the liver? That's what you got to look at because if it doesn't make a difference, why are you taking it?
Yeah, because over the years, like she said, we've had a lot of people come in. We do lab work on them. Maybe we've read some research about a particular nutrient or something that might help, so we put them on that nutrient. And then we recheck their labs. Now, if it doesn't change it, I think Einstein said something about if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, expect a different outcome. What,
insanity?
Yeah, that's the word, insanity. So we don't want to have an insane product. We want to have something that works. And if we've tried it and it didn't work, we don't have it on our shelf anymore.
Right. Because over the years, we have tried stuff that the research looked really good. And we'll use a product and it just doesn't, to us, do what the research says. Or a lot of them over the years for cholesterol. they'll lower cholesterol, but maybe by 2 points, which is not very significant when you need to lower it much more.
Right.
So that's kind of what we look for. We look for products that work. We've developed products that combine things that we've used that work.
Right.
So that you don't have to take so many different things. So it depends on the person and how healthy you are on how many things you do need to take. So that's why we a lot of times do lab work. We most of the time do lab work to see what people need.
Yes. And so that's why if you're going to buy a product, you want to buy a product that if you spend your money on it, you want it to be cost effective. You want it to do something positive for your body. And we've taken years and years and years of our clinical experience and put together a group of products, or a line of products, if you will, that do just that. They can change that lab work. They can help you get healthier. Yep. They can help you stay healthier.
And you can change lab work. Because if somebody tells you you can't, that is not true. Because we find most things on lab work, you can make changes with the right supplementation and the right diet changes. So that is one thing also, is changing the diet.
And we talk a lot about that.
But, there's so many supplements nowadays. I mean, there are supplements everywhere. And it does matter what you take. Because we have people that come in that do lab work and they're already taking certain things, but it's not working. So you have to wonder why. Is it just not what it says it is? What did they use an inferior ingredient? When you do go to buy raw materials, there'll be 10 different grades of the same exact ingredient. And so that's another thing. The low end, the really cheap materials, is because they can't be cleaned. Because in any raw materials, you take something from a bark of a tree, you got to clean it some. And if it can't be cleaned and it has too many chemicals in it or test positive for heavy metals, that's what you get cheap.
That's right. And we get to see all that. We have over these 25 or 28 years that we've been doing this. We've seen raw materials that, gosh, you could buy this one for like $10 for a kilo. And then this other one over here is $100 a kilo. What's the difference? Well, the difference is lead, mercury, things like that you don't want, or other contaminants that you don't want.
Right.
And you want the cleanest product or cleanest starting ingredient that you can possibly start with. That's where we make sure that our products are not only have in it what we say it's got in it, it's going to be a good, clean, raw material to start with.
Yeah, and it does make a difference because I have people that come in and what they're buying from some of these places, you can't buy the raw material for what it's being sold for. True. So if it is too cheap, it may be too good to be true.
It is. So that's our reason for doing our product line. If you have any questions about any particular product that's ours, please contact us. We'll be glad to talk to you about it, help you make the decision of what you particularly need through lab work, etc. We can help you with all those questions, and that's what we do here at Doctor's Nutrition. I'm Dr. Fox, and I want to thank you for watching this YouTube video. Be sure and hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell so you'll be notified on any upcoming videos that we have coming up. And thank you again for watching our YouTube videos.